Hey there, and welcome to another Two-Wheeled Wednesdays. Today we're on the western slope of the coastal range. We're in Curry County, north of Port Orford, and along the beautiful Elk River. Yeah, that's a nice swimming hole right down there. It's blazing hot inland, but as the saying goes, it's cool on the coast. Actually, there's a few fires around here as well, so there might be a little smoky haze once we get to where we're going. Where are we going? Well, I'm glad you asked. Today we're going for a gravel ride on a route called the Panther Loop. We're going to pedal our way up, almost all the way, to Panther Mountain, and then loop back down and come back down this Forest Service road right here. It's going to be a gorgeous ride. Here's a map of today's adventure. We start out here on paved Elk River Road and slowly climb for a little over 8 miles or so before we turn onto the gravel on Forest Service Road 5325, skirting the western edge of the Copper Salmon Wilderness. After about 8 miles of some pretty steep climbing, we turn onto Forest Service Road 5502 and keep climbing to the top of the biggest climb of the day. From there we follow 5502 all the way back down to our starting point on Elk River Road. There are a couple more climbs before the big descent starts, and when it does, hang on. It's steeper on the way down than it was on the way up. Make sure your brakes are in good shape for this plunge that drops about 2,200 feet in just a little over 5 miles. All in all, it's about a 33-mile loop, and with rest stops, give yourself a good 5 hours to get around it. Thanks again to Relive for the map. Okay, well, that's plenty of climbing, so we better get going. I got a couple bottles. I got extra water in my hydration pack. I've got some gummies and some gels, so I think I'm pretty good. So, are you ready? I think I'm ready. Okay, let's ride. Goodbye river, hello climb. And goodbye pavement, hello gravel. Okay, here we go. All right. Well, I'm only about halfway through that big climb. My bike computer, which I lovingly call the Garmin TMI 830, because it just gives me too much information, has a diagram of the climb, and it's color-coded. The orange is, you know, something to take notice of. The red means it's getting steep, and the dark brown means it's really steep. So I've been walking through the dark brown sections. Alright, this is it. That's the top of the climb. Wow, what a grind. It's time for a break. Alright, well that was officially climb number 3 out of 4. We got one more coming up. It's like 2 miles long, 600 more feet of climbing. And then I think it's downhill to the car. According to the Garmin, that was the last climb of the day. Which is fine with me. I've had plenty of climbing. This downhill is just as brutal as the uphills. I'm having to stop every half a mile just to give my hands a break and to catch my breath. It seems like I'm holding my breath through the whole time, just burning up the brakes. Okay, 2 more miles. Oh, man. Wow. That was incredible. That was an incredible ride. Thanks for coming along for the ride. That climb was a bear. And the downhill, I thought the downhill was going to be like, woohoo, let's go. But it was just as hard. And it seemed to go on forever. All right, again, thanks for joining me on another Two-Wheeled Wednesdays. If you're enjoying these weekly excursions, you should subscribe to this channel. In addition to one big ride each Wednesday, we put up smaller rides, tips and tricks, and other bike-related content, fun stuff, throughout the week. So subscribe. And also, don't forget to check out twowheeledwednesdays.com. twowheeledwednesdays.com to stock up on some fun cycling swag. And please, consider making a donation to my fundraising efforts for the Michael J. Fox Foundation for Parkinson's Research. The money we raise goes directly to finding a cure for this horrible disease. We can eradicate it with your help. I'll put a link in the description below. Thank you. Okay, well, I guess that's it for today. Until next time, remember, life is twice as good on two wheels. See you next week. Lest there be any doubt who this water bottle and who this bike belongs to.